Well. How are you doing today? It is a pleasure to be back with you for another day. This is another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. And the pleasure is mine to be back with you. Of course, this is what we call news discussed, not told. We really do not have a horse in the race, and so we are obligated to telling you as it is. Yes, and of course, you can trust us. All right, now let's take a look at what's in the news for tonight. CXC to release results to students online on Friday. Resumption of the sale of plants. We'll talk to you about that. Island experiences heavy rains. We'll talk about that as well. And the RGPF, they are concerned over the use of gasoline for bursting of bamboo. We'll talk about that in a moment. Elderly woman raped and robbed in St. Andrew. And in St. Lucia, there are conversations of, well, it's gone further than just conversations relating to vaccine mandates for public workers. And it seemed like this is now transitioning over into the private sector as well. We'll talk about that. And popular Netflix series, The Squid Game, becomes Netflix's biggest ever launch hit. These and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. We gotta let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Quartz, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, the Ministry of the Ministry of Agriculture, and of course, Superb Distributors. Folks, when we come back, it will be real news in all the lily lolo. So brace all yourself and thing, get comfortable, get some water, like that crick something, you know what I mean? And organize all yourself. We're taking that break and we'll be back shortly. Again, if you have not yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to please share the program. You see, when you share the program, that's how other people get to know that we are live. We'll be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on breeder larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the please don't steal produce from your brother. Then you're selling to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah man, let's do all we can to stop breeder larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report breeder larceny, call 300.
It's your summer everything loan from the communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Government, private sector, civil society, academia, farmers, the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization, invites you to World Food Day 2021, the virtual edition, under the theme, Our Actions Are Our Future, Better Production, Better Nutrition, a Better Environment, and a Better Life. Join us October 15 from 9:30 a.m. via Zoom, Facebook, GIS, and Real FM as we recognize and celebrate the many successes of the agriculture sector.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. All right, family, so welcome back to tonight's program. Let's get right into what's happening. Of course, we've been telling you, just as a point of information, that you can get face masks right here in Grenada, and so that's what they look like when worn, and of course there are different colors and sizes, adults and kids. All right, you can get any of those masks. All right, they are available in St. George's and Grenville. And you can call our WhatsApp 954-600-0200 for full details. Now for a look at the news. First of all, there are some people who might be experiencing at this time water outages. NAWASA is aware of that. I would like to let you know. So for example, for persons in St. Andrew, from Carlton Junction through to Caruth and surrounding communities in the parish of St. Andrew, that the current interruption in your water supply is due to a damaged water main. All right. Now, restoration, they say, is anticipated by 2 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday, October 14, 2021. Consumers, you're therefore encouraged to utilize your stored supply, taking into consideration the needs of your family members and your pets. All right. That's not the only area that's affected. As it relates to the Concord water system, there are some areas, for example, Concord, Grand Mall, Brizan, Happy Hill, Beausejour, Cherry Hill, the Stadium, River Road, Mount Gay, and the entire town of St. George and the surrounding communities served by the Concord water system. Your water supply will be interrupted from 6 p.m. today. Well, that has already happened. And they are saying that the restoration is anticipated by 5 a.m. on Thursday morning. Okay, and NAWASA say that they'd like to apologize for these outages, but they say, well, you know, they are beyond their control. All right, and so we are moving on. The Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, will officially release its exam results for the June-July 2021 sitting at a ceremony to be held in Guyana on Thursday. This is to be followed by the online release of results to students on Friday. Now, the regional exam commenced on June 28th and were completed on July 30th after they were initially delayed to allow more time for candidates to prepare. All right, so they will be doing that. I know that a lot of students wanted to know what the results were and stuff. So guys, yeah, just a few, well, sleep and awake, and then, you know, start to count down the hours for that. COVID-19 continues to be on the decline here in Grenada as it relates to our latest dashboard that was released sometime this morning. We can see that there were a total of 17 new cases of COVID-19 recorded yesterday. Now, there were a total of 316 tests that were done, so that takes it to a test positivity rate of 5.4%. There are only now 292 active cases of COVID-19 in Grenada. As it relates to hospitalizations, 28 persons are currently hospitalized. And as it relates to recoveries for yesterday, 45 persons recovered. And as it relates to deaths, there were only one person who died as a result of COVID-19 yesterday. That takes our death toll to 184. As it relates to vaccinations, there are a total of 27,923 persons who are fully vaccinated in Grenada. And as it relates to persons who've received only one dose, it stands at 8,525. Sometime during the course of the night, we will receive the updated statistics as it relates to COVID-19. That would be statistics recorded today. The Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry advises farmers and the public of the resumption of the sale of plants at the Ashinden Propagation Station, St. David, with effect from Thursday, October 14th. While adhering to COVID-19 protocols, the following guidelines should be followed by persons to facilitate the seamless transitions. Now, October 14th to the 21st, 2021, plants will be sold to cocoa and nutmeg farmers approved by GCA and the GCNA, and farmers with application approved by Extension Division. On October 22nd to the 29th, ornamentals and spices will be sold on an appointment basis. Farmers and flower enthusiasts, you're encouraged to call the station to arrange a date to visit. From the week beginning November 1st, 2021 and onwards, plants will be sold to the public only on Thursdays by appointment only. Please call telephone number 444-7216 or 417-9359 to book an appointment between the hours of 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Payments for the sale of plants must be done at the District Revenue Office in St. David. Today was no ordinary day, boy. Today what we had, there were quite a few accidents today. When I say quite a few, I mean a lot, you know, in Grenadian terms. There were quite a few accidents happening today. One of the main ones was a truck, boy, in the Chantimel area, overturned while carrying cement, yes? And then there was another one that happened at Non-Pariel, according to reports. I mean, you know, that's very close to the area where there was a landslide yesterday, and we're going to talk about that as well. So there were some accidents today. All right. Luckily, we have not had any reports of any life-threatening or major injuries. Now, speaking of Non-Pariel, yesterday we told you about that landslide that took place in that area. Of course, it was going to be a challenge for the authorities to clear up, but this morning we were told by the police that the area was cleared and that it was safe and okay for persons to now use that area. Of course, once the landslide came into the road yesterday, it created a serious impediment for road users. Okay, so the next thing that we have to tell all you about today, why water for so. It was rain thunder, lightning. And I want to say that didn't even stop some people from still gathering and having a good time at some rum shops and so on, because I made a little drive around and I saw it was crazy though. So I wonder if Grenadians understand what it is that we are really dealing with as it relates to COVID-19. It doesn't seem like anything could stop some people from consuming a little rum and spending their time in their shop, because it was minutes to 7. So let's see, all the hazards that that these persons were faced with. Listen to this. They were faced with rain, heavy rain, thunder, lightning, curfew, right? COVID-19, 5 elements. And that was not enough to stop some people from having a good time by somebody rum shop with their partners and their friends. And I kid you not. I don't know what it would take some of us to understand what it is that we are dealing with. Yeah? We lost how many? Of our mostly elderly citizens. But in terms of citizens, we lost 184, right? Somewhere along that line? Yes, 184 persons have died in Grenada from COVID-19. Hold on. Special effect for you. What would it take Grenadians to understand the severity of what we are dealing with here, COVID-19? The reality struck me today, people, again. A few minutes to 7 when we are about to hit curfew on a day that was raining, cats and dogs, floods, landslides, vehicles getting stuck in the middle of the road because of flooding. Rain, lightning, thunder, curfew, COVID-19. And they couldn't resist but be by the shop, drinking whatever they're drinking and having a good time. I moan, my heart breaks. My heart seriously breaks understanding that, just digesting that reality alone. Back to regular programming. So it was raining cats and dogs, and we were able to get some footage for you from the Lasages area, boy, where the road was like a river.
Oh God. Yeah.
And well, you know how we dramatic already. You understand? But this is what it was like this afternoon. Yes. Well, I don't have to explain. I don't have to explain. You just watch for yourself. You know, and there were vehicles that were attempting to pass through that. Well, you know that ain't going down so. You understand? So there are vehicles that were kind of like stuck in the middle, and they were trying to see what they could have done. What's the best thing to do? Whether it's to try to reverse or try to go forward, and it was just interesting, you know. But of course, at least, well, we didn't hear. And you see that kind of backup of traffic? That's what they had to deal with. So it was a backup of traffic, and it was just chaotic. But the water quickly subsided, you know, and then vehicles were able to pass again. In fact, we got reports everywhere in Grenada was experiencing that kind of weather. We even heard from look at the image on your screen, all right? And we heard from the Met Office. Convective activity, all right, affected the island, all right? So they're saying that there was some sort of interaction with the intertropical conversion zone along with localized effects, and that is what caused the moderate to heavy showers and thunderstorms in several parts of Grenada, especially, they say, the southern parts of the island. Moreover, according to the Met Office, the weather conditions are expected to improve as the night progresses. and the Met Office will continue to monitor, they say, the weather and provide timely, accurate updates when necessary. All right, and already weather conditions have been improving. All right, we are not having as much rain as we did earlier today. We are moving on. There is a major concern by the Royal Grenada Police Force, and so that forced them to come out with a public advisory as it relates to the use of gasoline. People, the use of gasoline to bust bamboo.
Traditionally, young persons engage in busting of bamboo in observance of All Saints celebration. However, in recent times, we have received several concerning reports of individuals using gasoline and also mixing gasoline and kerosene during this practice. A very worrying trend that has resulted in serious injury or even death. According to the Noise Control Act of 2006, the sounds emitted from bamboo bursting amounts to an offense and is punishable by law. While the RGPF is mandated to enforce the law, we are equally concerned about the personal safety of all citizens. Therefore, we encourage persons who engage in the practice to be as concerned for their personal well-being. Parents, you also have a fundamental responsibility to supervise your children and to ensure that they remain safe. We also admonish owners, operators, and staff of gas stations to be vigilant to whom small quantities of gasoline are being sold to, and encourage these persons to desist from such practices.
You understand the severity of what we are talking about here and what we are dealing with? I remember it was last year, sometime in November, there was a little boy who died from the bursting of bamboo. You know, he got burnt in Guava State in St. John. And, you know, they say before, he just went up in flames. You understand? So I'm not going to go as far as to say not to bust bamboo, but as the concerns expressed by the officer, we need to stop trying to be innovative where the bamboo is just stick to the tradition of kerosene if you're going to bust your bamboo. All right? Because that gas thing, gas, dog. Sometimes the gas will want the fire to come to it and then going and meet the fire. You understand? It's very aggressive. So you don't want to, it isn't worth it. Your life, for a few minutes of fun busting bamboo, it ain't worth it. So all you organize all yourself. All right. So according to a report from one family member, an elderly citizen at Mount St. Irvins who live in that particular area, somewhat secluded, was allegedly raped and robbed by an assailant with a knife last Wednesday. And it is very concerning because that comes just a few days after a report from another elderly citizen in St. Andrew of her house being broken into while she was not there. Adding insult to injury is the fact that that complainant, that is not this current complainant, but the one, the first one from last week, was the victim of a home invasion and rape maybe about a year before. And no one has been convicted for that crime. So do we have a problem in that area in St. Andrew where that is concerned? Is this a new trend? And it may seem isolated, but it does warrant some level of concern and attention by the Royal Grenada Police Force. Now, as I understand it, with this new incident at Mount St. Irvins, one individual was picked up and questioned by police, but was released pending further investigations. All right? But again, this is very concerning when you're going to have elderly citizens. Elderly, so an elderly citizen, man? Come on. Ah, Jesus. All the toasty so, dog. All the toasty so. Anyway, we are moving on. The issue of vaccine mandates is becoming more and more prominent in the Caribbean. We've heard it from Antigua and Barbuda. We've heard it from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we are hearing it from St. Lucia, where the government is looking into making vaccination mandatory for public workers. And of course, there are considerations for private entities as well, particularly persons like in the essential services.
Vaccination mandates for public servants in neighboring island Antigua and Barbuda continue to be a point of discussion for regional stakeholders. As of Thursday, October 7th, Antigua and Barbuda's Cabinet of Ministers agreed, effective October 15th, 2021, to extend the vaccine mandate to include businesses within the private sector.
Vaccine mandate will be extended to include all of the essential services, both public and private, and the financial service institutions to include banks, insurance companies, credit unions, and similar organizations. What we want to ensure is that these organizations, these private sector organizations, put in place a necessary regime to ensure that their places are safe for commerce and they are safe for the employees as well. So we would want all of the employees within these organizations to be a part of the mandate.
The interconnectivity of small island developing states in the Caribbean allows for governments and organizations to review policies and prescriptions within the region and assess their viability for implementation. However, despite Antigua and Barbuda's momentous decision, some stakeholders within St. Lucia are against any form of mandatory vaccination.
The St. Lucia Teachers Union is keenly monitoring the situation as it unfolds in St. Lucia. Given the sacrifices that teachers continue to make, the SLTU will fervently oppose any move that will place further strain on teachers.
President for the St. Lucia Teachers Union, Don Howell, speaking on the occasion of World Teachers' Day, made the position of the SLTU clear. The SLTU now stands in solidarity with teachers around the region whose livelihoods may be at stake over decisions not to get vaccinated.
Let us remember our colleagues in the region whose livelihoods are being threatened by mandates made regarding COVID-19.
Interestingly, a recent survey conducted by the St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce revealed that the majority of its members are in agreement with the imposition of vaccine mandates in the workplace.
65% of the chamber members indicated a support for a vaccinated workplace policy, while 31% of them, of the respondents, also provide incentives to their staff to be vaccinated.
COVID-19 has drummed up heated debate over the course of action that organizations, workplaces, and governments should take to bring an end to the pandemic. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.
All right, Solange, and the next thing that we have to tell you as we are running out of time, iconic images. The Squid Game from South Korea, that drama Squid Game series has become Netflix's most popular series launch ever. Check it out, drawing 111 million fans since its debut less than 4 weeks ago. Would you imagine that? The Squid Game is a series that takes our childhood games and turns it into some sort of danger drama. where persons who have had financial challenges in their life decided to be participants in these games so that they can win billions of dollars so that they can take themselves and their families out of poverty and out of financial debt. All right. Every round of game would claim the life of many of its players. At the end, there will be only one winner, even after hundreds of initial participants. Now, this series has received a lot of criticisms, but also a lot of commendations, and people love it, giving it the title of the most successful series launch that Netflix has done to date. You understand? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Anyway, let me that talk there. All right, folks, I think I need to take a break. Let's do that. Let's take a quick break and come back. When we come back, we have for you the national report and the weather. And if we by then have gotten the dashboard, if by then we get the dashboard, then we'll be able to share that with you. So stay tuned.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the farmers, don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah man, let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report pre-deal larceny, call 300.
It's your summer everything loan from the communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way. supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Showtime shop at Quartz. We got all the things you want. So many ways to shop. You can pick up curbside. It's Showtime shop at Quartz. All the appliances, electronics, and furniture you like. Showtime. Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
Government, private sector, civil society, academia, farmers, the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization, invites you to World Food Day 2021, the virtual edition, under the theme, Our Actions Are Our Future, Better Production, Better Nutrition, a Better Environment, and a Better Life. Join us October 15 from 9:30 a.m. via Zoom, Facebook, GIS, and Real FM as we recognize and celebrate the many successes of the agriculture sector.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Medical officials concerned about spike in admission of people living with chronic diseases being more susceptible to COVID-19. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, October 13th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Although Grenada has recorded a decrease in positive COVID-19 cases, health officials are still uneasy over the recent spike in admissions of people suffering from chronic diseases. This is worrying in the face of low vaccination numbers because those living with chronic diseases are more susceptible to COVID-19. Head of the COVID-19 Medical Response Team, Dr. Darland Noel, said during Tuesday's post-cabinet briefing that it is not unusual for the country to record spikes in hospital admissions for strokes and diabetes annually after Christmas and Carnival. But they are worried that although there is a decline in positive COVID-19 cases, there is still hesitancy among those who are at risk. As of October 12th, 27,923 Grenadians are fully vaccinated and over 8,000 are partially vaccinated.
It's very, very important for the people out there who have chronic illnesses like diabetes, hypertension, strokes, heart disease, kidney disease, to pay attention to the health, pay attention to the chronic disease, because they are the vulnerable population and they're at risk of complication. So we are seeing now, as the numbers are going down, an increase in admissions from chronic disease.
Dr. Noel explained that mortality from COVID-19 so far has been among those within the most vulnerable and at-risk category. He encouraged Grenadians who are most at risk to take the COVID-19 vaccine, which will help strengthen their immune system by developing antibodies to fight the virus.
People with the chronic disease, the autoimmune disorders, the heart disease, the elderly, they already have a weakened immune system. So getting the vaccine where they can mount an immune response and develop antibodies so that if they do come in contact with the virus, they already have some neutralizing antibodies to help them fight off an infection. So the severity of the illness and hospitalization and death will be reduced. So that population of people who are most vulnerable are the population of people who will benefit most from the vaccine. Mortality from COVID-19 and severe disease is from the category of people who are most vulnerable. Vulnerable, diabetics, hypertensive, autoimmune disorder, age over 60, obese with body mass index more than 30, cancer patients, heart disease patients, stroke patients, chronic kidney disease patients.
Tourism and Civil Aviation Minister Honorable Clarice Modeste Kerwin attributes the increase in airlift from the United States and the resumption of flights from Canada to the confidence in government and the economic improvements made in the battle against COVID-19. Starting November 2nd, American Airlines will operate 3 times per week, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, with daily flights from December 1st. Air Canada Mainline will resume direct service twice per week, Wednesdays and Sundays from Toronto Pearson International Airport, starting October 31st.
We see significant improvement. JetBlue has gone daily for quite a while now, and I think they're doing pretty good. They're not complaining. Of course, maybe there are days when they could do it more, but they're doing pretty well. American, up till now, has had only two weekly flights. We are expecting the start of a 3rd flight from Miami, and also the Charlotte flight, which had been suspended for a long while and which was a very viable flight, is going to resume shortly. And come November, about mid-November, we expect to be having daily flights. I think we are almost confirmed on that, and we look forward to it.
Minister Modest Kerwin is optimistic that the increases will propel the recovery and development of the industry.
It speaks to the confidence that the administrators of the airlines have in the rebounding, the resurgence of the tourism industry. And that is playing out. We too are doing our part. GTA is doing significant marketing, significant networking, and so that in the flights, the increase in flights is due in part to the seriousness that these people see in us and the resolute stance we've taken to have our tourism back on track.
Sunwing is expected to offer service once a week from Toronto Pearson International Airport starting November 7th. Grenada is already enjoying the benefits of JetBlue's daily service from John F. Kennedy Airport, which is expected to continue to the end of the year. Continuing the news, the Royal Grenada Police Force is concerned about the emerging trend of mixing gasoline and kerosene to bust bamboo, which it says has resulted in serious injury or even death. The practice is traditionally done in observance of the annual All Saints celebrations. The Royal Grenada Police Force issued a statement on Wednesday appealing for increased vigilance in an effort to stem this deadly practice.
In recent times, we have received several concerning reports of individuals using gasoline and also mixing gasoline and kerosene during this practice. A very worrying trend that has resulted in serious injury or even death. According to the Noise Control Act of 2006, the sounds emitted from bamboo bursting amounts to an offense and is punishable by law. While the RGPF is mandated to enforce the law, we are equally concerned about the personal safety of all citizens. Therefore, we encourage persons who engage in the practice to be as concerned for their personal well-being. Parents, you also have a fundamental responsibility to supervise your children and to ensure that they remain safe. We also admonish owners, operators, and staff of gas stations to be vigilant to whom small quantities of gasoline are being sold to, and encourage these persons to desist from such practices.
That was Woman Police Corporal Cordina Douglas McLean. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Government, private sector, civil society, academia, farmers, the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization, invites you to World Food Day 2021, the virtual edition, under the theme, Our Actions Are Our Future, Better Production, Better Nutrition, a Better Environment, and a Better Life. Join us October 15 from 9:30 a.m. via Zoom, Facebook, GIS, and Real FM, as we recognize and celebrate the many successes of the agriculture sector.
Welcome back. Member of the COVID-19 Advisory Committee, Dr. George Mitchell, says a change in attitude and behavior can help the country's fight against COVID-19 by ensuring a continued decline in positive cases. Dr. Mitchell warned against complacency and said if we don't follow protocols, get tested and vaccinated, our fight could be far from over.
Whereas the dashboard is an excellent reflection as to what is going on out there, it does not always mirror, and that may sound a little bit controversial, but it does not actually mirror the exact numbers of what is going on, because I am convinced that, for example, the number of positive cases that we have in this country has not been reflected on the dashboard because of non-reporting, because persons don't go for testing, etc. So that the amount of positive cases needs to be multiplied by a particular factor going forward. But having said that, yes, it is absolutely important that we understand what's going on to be able to make strategic decisions in terms of the next steps to take going forward. And that is what we do generically in making decisions.
Dr. Mitchell, who was a guest on The Next Chapter with host Kevin Frederick, says the tide can turn, but this depends to a large extent on attitude.
The issue of a possible second wave, where is that coming from? How do we prevent it? Those are the strategic thoughts that needs to be considered as we look at numbers, as we look at opening up different sectors of the country going forward.
Finally, in the news, the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry resumes the sale of plants at the Ashendon Propagation Station, St. David, with effect from Thursday, October 14th. While adhering to the COVID-19 protocols, the following guidelines should be followed by persons to facilitate seamless transactions. From October 14th to 21st, plants will be sold to cocoa and nutmeg farmers approved by the Cocoa and Nutmeg Associations and farmers with application approved by Extension Division. Ornamentals and spices will be sold on an appointment basis from October 22nd to the 29th. From the week beginning November 1st and onwards, plants will be sold to the public only on Thursdays by appointment. Interested persons can book an appointment between 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. by calling 444-7216 or 417-9359. Payment for the sale of plants must be done at the District Revenue Office in St. David. That story just ended the national report for Wednesday, October 13th, recapping the top story. Medical officials concerned about spike in admission of people living with chronic diseases being most susceptible to COVID-19. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time. Well, thank you very much, Rikisha, and the rest of the GIS team. And now for a look at the weather. The weather for tonight is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and hazy with few brief to widely scattered showers improving overnight. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 25 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 8 feet in northerly to northeasterly swells. A marine advisory is in effect. And your weather for Thursday, the weather is expected to be generally fair, hazy and breezy with few brief showers possible, increasing in cloudiness overnight, with few brief to widely scattered showers and possible isolated lightning and thunder. The maximum temperature for tomorrow, 32 degrees Celsius, and the minimum 25 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough, waves 5 to 7 feet in northerly to northeasterly swells. A marine advisory is going to be in effect for Thursday. And okay, before we wrap, let's say hello to a few people. Those of you who are currently on YouTube, thank you for watching. And all the folks on Facebook would also like to say thank you too for watching tonight's program. So we say hello to Joyous and Eloise. Or Elise, how is it pronounced? Ezran, Lorraine, and Cynthia, Zaka, Charmaine, Claudette, Avril, yeah, whatever. Also, we have Charmaine with us as well. Hello, Charmaine, Glenda, and the rest of the team. Thank you for being here. Mercedes, thank you for being here. All right, and Marilyn, and Mike, and Micaiah, and Kemi, Meryl, Mipsa McQueen, and Zilon, Mom, and Lintona. Rolanda, thank you for watching as well. And all the other family members of our Mikey Live crew, thank you as well. So guys, take care of yourselves and we'll touch base again, all right? I'm tired today. Okay, let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No. Have a good one. We'll touch base again.